Hello everyone. In Module 5, we examine the various environmental factors that affect the cannabis cultivation. In Module 6, I will continuously explain the important two factors that influence the cultivation of cannabis. The first one is fertilization. Cannabis is a highly nutrient-demanding crop, especially during vegetative growth. Nutrient requirements depend on soil pH, cultivar type, growth stage, and irrigation. Particularly, plants need nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. They are called the primary macronutrients, and others are called micronutrients. Plants require 17 essential nutrients for healthy growth and development. These are categorized based on the amount the plant needs, such as macronutrients and micronutrients. The macronutrients are subdivided with the primary and the secondary macronutrients, include carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, which are absorbed from air or water, and nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, which are absorbed from soil. Macronutrients are essential mineral elements that plants need in large amount. Cannabis is a highly nutrient-demanding crop, especially during vegetative growth. Nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium are considered the most important components for plant growth. Nitrogen is a key component of proteins, chlorophyll, nucleic acid such as DNA and RNA. Nitrogen promotes leaf and stem growth. Phosphorus is a key component of ATP, nucleic acid, and phospholipids. It promotes flowering and fruit formation and root development. Potassium controls stomata opening and closing of leaves. It also regulates water movement and improves disease resistance. Among the essential elements, those with high mobility include nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, while immobile elements include calcium, iron, and boron, and those with intermediate mobility include sulfur, zinc, copper, and manganese. In case of deficiency, mobile elements stored in mature leaves are easily transported to young leaves. So the deficiency symptoms appear in the mature leaves. However, in case of immobile elements, the deficiency symptoms appear in young leaves because immobile elements stored in mature leaves cannot move to young leaves. This slide briefly illustrates the nutrient deficiencies of mobile and immobile elements that appear in mature leaves and those that appear in young leaves. Now, let's examine these deficiencies one by one. Nitrogen is essential for chlorophyll and protein synthesis. If a deficiency occurs, mature leaves turn yellow, is called chlorosis. From bottom up, leaves become smaller. Nitrogen is the key component of a protein, chlorophyll, DNA, and RNA as shown in this slide. If a phosphorus deficiency occurs, leaves turn dark green or purplish. All the leaves yellow first. Slow root and flower development. When a plant suffers phosphorus deficiency, energy transfer, such as ATP shortage, is reduced and the plant grows slowly and show poor root development. Anthocyanin synthesis increases because stress signals triggers the plant to produce anthocyanins. These pigments help the plant reduce light stress and oxidative damage. Potassium deficient leaves showing leaf edges and tips turn brown and dry. Because potassium regulates water balance and enzyme activation, tips necrosis occurs. Magnesium is a mobile element, so deficiency symptoms start in the mature leaves. All the leaves show yellowing between veins. So it's called intervenial chlorosis. If a sulfur deficiency occurs, yellowing of leaves is the most common symptom. Starting with the young leaves turn yellow and then spread to older leaves. Sulfur deficiency is found in the upper leaves. Sulfur is an essential nutrient for cannabis plants, playing a vital role in protein synthesis, enzyme function, and terpene production. The veins may remain green. Sulfur is less available to plants in alkaline soils. High levels of nitrogen or phosphorus can interfere with sulfur uptake. Lowering the pH of the growing medium to between 6 and 7 can improve sulfur uptake. Micronutrients are required in very small or trace amounts. While the quantity needed is small, they are just as essential as macronutrients. Micronutrients are absorbed from soil. Iron is involved in the chlorophyll synthesis and enzyme activation. Zinc is involved in oxygen production. Manganese is a key component of a photosynthetic enzyme. Copper is a key component of oxidation reduction enzymes as a cofactor. Also, it's involved in the activation of polyphenol oxidase, which take part in the lignin formation. Boron binds with pectin in the cell wall, helping stabilize and strengthen cell wall. When deficient, growing points may die and new leaves become distorted or thicken. Let's look at the deficiency symptoms of these trace elements one by one. As the first one, iron deficiency is appeared in the inner, upper, and the new leaves of the plant. Intervenial chlorosis occurs, resulting in pale leaf veins. New leaf growth is initially so yellow it appears almost white. Zinc deficiency in cannabis plants is indicated by chlorosis between the veins of young leaves. Other symptoms include browning at the leaf tips, inhibited bud development, and shortened spaces between nodes, causing leaves to appear bunched together. This deficiency can be caused by high soil pH, excess phosphorus, or an imbalance of nutrients. Manganese deficiency is generally found in the young leaves. The leaf tissues turn yellow and the small areas of tan or brown dead tissues. Notice the necrotic spots on the chlorotic leaf. If boron deficiency occurs, the necrosis between leaf veins appear. Necrosis means localized death of plant tissue. Under excess boron, all the foliage is affected first with the symptoms including interveinal or marginal necrosis. Identifying nutrient deficiencies in cannabis plants can be somewhat confusing. However, identifying keys can be used when you need to distinguish the deficiency symptoms of cannabis plants. Check whether the symptoms appear on young or mature leaves, upper or lower leaves, or inner or outside leaves, or check whether the color of the leaves is yellow or brown. Check whether the symptoms appears at the margin, tip, or center of the leaves. Chlorosis originally means the loss of green color, yellowing condition. Chloros is originated from Greek, green, and then the suffix is the osis, indicate a condition or a state. It means yellowing of leaves. When a plant suffers phosphorus deficiency, energy transfer is reduced and anthocyanin synthesis increases because stress signals triggers the plant to produce anthocyanins. These pigments help the plant reduce light stress and oxidative damage. Let's compare deficiencies that have common or similar symptoms of macronutrients and micronutrients together. Chlorosis is the most common symptom of nutrient deficiency. These symptoms appear in case of nutrient deficiencies of nitrogen, sulfur, and iron. Chlorosis refers to the yellowing of leaves due to insufficient chlorophyll production. Chlorosis refers to the yellowing of leaves due to insufficient chlorophyll production. These symptoms appear in case of nutrient deficiencies of nitrogen, sulfur, and iron. Necrosis means localized death of plant tissue. Potassium deficient leaves showing leaf margins and tips turn brown. Calcium deficiency causing irregular dead spotting on lower leaves. New leaves curl or deform. Necrosis appears along the lateral leaf margins in both potassium and calcium deficiencies. Magnesium is mobile, so deficiency symptoms start in the lower leaves. Mature leaves show chlorosis between veins. Intervenial chlorosis appear in magnesium, zinc, and sulfur deficiencies. Manganese and calcium deficiencies is showing the necrotic spots on the chlorotic leaf. Manganese deficiency is generally found in young leaves. The leaf tissues turn yellow and small areas of tan or brown dead tissues. Let's wrap up for today. Thank you. Bye.